Hello, fellow Bears fans. Welcome to my 2014 Bears video blog. Week 4, Packers at Bears game preview. This big game for us, first division game of the year for us against the Packers. We are 2-1. They are 1-2. Need to go out and get a big win this week. Send them to 1-3, get us to 3-1, give us a 2-game lead in the division on them with the tiebreaker at this point if we do get the win. So we need to get the win, put them in an early hole this season in the division. That'll pretty much put us in the driver's seat the rest of the year for the division. So let's get into the numbers in this game. Points per game, Packers put up 18th. That ranks them 27th. We put up 25, ranking us 10th. Yards per game, they put up 289.3, ranking them 28th. We put up 300, ranking us 27th. Pass yards per game, they put up 210.7, ranking them 22nd. We put up 236, ranking us 14th. Rush yards per game, they put up 78.7, ranking them 27th. We put up 64, ranking us 32nd in the league. Defensive points allowed per game, they give up 26.3, ranking them 27th. We give up 20.7, ranking us 11th. Defensive yards per game, they give up 354.7, ranking them 20th. We give up 377.7, ranking us 23rd. Defensive pass yards per game, they give up 198.3, ranking them 6th. We give up 233, ranking us 15th. Defensive rush yards per game, they give up 156.3, ranking them 30th. We give up 144.7, ranking us 26th. So pretty even across the board. As far as the rushing yards per game that each team averages, kind of low, but both teams have played against top 10 defensive front sevens in the first 3 games. So both teams are capable of getting the run game going with them having Eddie Lacy and us having Matt Forte. Let's look at move to my segment of position by position breakdown. Quarterback position, they have Aaron Rodgers. We have Jay Cutler. Give them a slight edge. Aaron Rodgers has proved that he can be an elite quarterback in this league. Cutler proves that he can be an elite quarterback in this league too, especially in the Trestman's offense. He did pretty well last year before getting hurt. He's been having a good year this year with 8 touchdowns, just 2 interceptions, so he's definitely capable of getting the job done as well. But Aaron Rodgers, since he's been in the league, has been better statistically than Cutler, so I'm going to give them the edge there. Move to the running back position, Eddie Lacy versus Matt Forte. I'm going to give us a slight edge there. Lacy's still a little young, is younger. He's got the potential. Forte's proven that he can do it all. He can be a 3-down back. He can catch the ball out of the backfield, run the ball. So I'm going to give us a slight edge there. Move over to the tight end position. They have Rodgers and Corliss. We have Martellus Bennett. I think that Martellus Bennett this year is having a phenomenal season so far. Going to give us the edge there at tight end. Wide receiver position, they got Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb. We have Brandon Marshall, Alshon Jeffrey as our starters. Marshall is questionable going into this game, but he's played questionable the last couple weeks. Just basically, we do have the top tandem in the league, but their wide receivers are no slouch, so I'm going to call that a toss-up. So we're going to move now over to the defensive side of the ball, where the Packers run a base 3-4 defense. We run a base 4-3 defense. Excuse me. On the defensive side of the ball, we'll start on the defensive line. They have Daniels, Guyon, and Jones. Mike Daniels, LaTroy Guyon, and Datone Jones. We have across our defensive line Jared Allen, Stephen Paya, Jeremiah Ratliff, if he's healthy. If it's not him, it's going to be either Ego Ferguson or Will Sutton. And then on the other side, we got Lamar Houston. I really don't know that much about their current defensive linemen. I'm going to call that a toss-up because they do have a pretty solid front 7. So I'm going to give that kind of a toss-up there. Maybe give us a slight edge, especially if Jared Allen's healthy and play. He is questionable going into this game. Move over to linebacker position. They got Clay Matthews, A.J. Hawk, Brad Jones, and then Julius Peppers, instead of playing defensive end in the 3-4, he's playing linebacker. We have Lance Briggs, Jonathan Bostic, and DJ Williams. Jonathan Bostic's now starting an outside linebacker instead of flip-flopping back and forth with DJ Williams at middle linebacker since Shaper McClellan broke his hand in practice last week. Just Clay Matthews, A.J. Hawk. I mean, we got Julius Peppers, and we're still kind of young with Bostic out there, and they got Julius Peppers now playing outside linebacker. I'm going to give them a slight edge there. Corner position, they got Tremont Williams and Sam Shields. We have Tim Jennings and Kyle Fuller. Tremont Williams, very solid corner. So is Sam Shields. Tim Jennings has been a solid corner the last few years. Kyle Fuller's, as a rookie, has proven that he's playing like a veteran. I'm going to go ahead and give that a toss-up there. Going over to the safety position, they got Morgan Burnett and Micah Hyde. We have Chris Conte, if he's healthy, he's going to play. And Ryan Monday, if he's healthy going into this game, he's going to play. If not, Danny McCray and Danny McCray will play, and as well will Ahmad Dixon, and probably so. So I'm going to give them a slight edge at safety position going into this one, simply due to the fact that we have questionable. Our defense is questionable with safety coming into this week with Monday and Conte being banged up. We don't know. I don't know if they're going to play or not. So I'm going to give them a slight edge at safety position. I'm going to move now into my keys to the game segment. My key to the game on offense this week is going to be to establish the run game. They have given up, as far as rush yards per game, they give up 156.3. So this is going to be the time where we need to get the run going. First 3 games, we faced the Bills, the Jets, and the 49ers, all excellent front sevens. And the Jets were only giving up 52 yards per game coming into that matchup on Monday night against them. So them giving up 156.3 on the ground, we need to finally get the running game going this week. That way we can open things up for the play-action pass and be able to throw them off guard. So definitely establish the running game as my key to the game on offense. My key to the game on defense, finally we're playing a game where we're not playing against a read option quarterback. We're playing against a pocket passer, but he can get out of the pocket and he can hurt you out of the pocket. He proved that last year in the final game of the season when he rolled out of the pocket away from Julius Peppers and fired that bomb to Randall Cobb to beat us in the last game and make it into the playoffs. So he can get out of the pocket. He can run with it if he needs to, but he's more of a pocket passer. So my defensive key to the game is going to be get pressure on Aaron Rodgers, not allow him to have a lot of time in the pocket to make decisions, because if he's got time for receivers to get open, he's going to find them. He's going to find the Jordy Nelsons. He's going to find the Randall Cobbs, and he's going to hurt us in the pass game. So get constant pressure on him. Get early pressure on him. Don't give him time in the pocket. Move on to my player to watch. My player to watch on offense this week is going to be Matt Forte. With them giving up 156.3 yards per game in the first 3 weeks on the ground, I say Matt Forte is going to have a breakout game. I'm going to say he rushes for 115, maybe catches 5 or 6 passes out of the backfield for about 45 or 50 with two total touchdowns on the game. I believe he's going to have a big day. So my player to watch on defense this week is going to be Jared Allen, if he's healthy and plays, which he most likely will play. We need to get the pressure on the quarterback. Allen, he's gotten some pressures. He's had a forced fumble this year, but he hasn't really gotten the sacks. I think this is his time to shine, get back there, get pressure on Aaron Rodgers, look for him to have a good game. Like I said, if he plays, if not, my player to watch also is going to be Lamar Houston. We need to get that pressure coming off the ends. But my player to watch that I think will have a big game as long as he plays is Jared Allen. I think he's going to break out this week. Other than that, we'll now move on to my prediction of the game. This is going to be a tough one. The Packers are 1-2. They haven't played the greatest, but they've also played against some top defenses as well as we have. I'm going to say in this one, Bears 27, Packers 24. Final score. That's going to move us to 3-1 on the year and knock them to 1-3. Look for my post-game recap in this sometime Sunday evening. So until then, go Bears. Let's beat our division rival, the Packers, on our home turf. Bear down.